Welcome to the Orca Boat Shop. My name's Rod, and we are back working on the Peterborough Canoe. This is episode 1 after the introduction just a few days ago on the boat, and what I plan to do in this episode, I'm going to tear it all down and find out how it all goes together so I can know how to put it back together. So let's get started. So we can start by taking some hardware off. I don't know if there's a nut underneath there. No, that just appears to be a sort of like a teacup screw. We can just get that to turn without snapping it off. So in taking the thwarts out with those big long screws through the plate on the outside, one did snap. That's not going to be a big problem. We drilled it out and got them off. Decks are quite long. Got a little combing area here. Curves around nicely. Everything is screwed together. There are only outwales on this model, and it would appear that although there are some screws up in the forward section which will go into the deck on both sides and the stern, I suppose, the outwale appears to be literally just nailed in. So you've got a nail in through the top of the rib and a nail in, well, looks like every second space between to hold the outwales on. So I'm hoping that they will come off fairly easily without breaking them. I'd like to save them and be able to put them back on. I think I will start with this little centerpiece here. I'm imagining that the deck is probably 2 pieces. The center line here is covering the joint between. I'm not sure if there's even any supports underneath. No. Although the deck is sitting on something up there. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that these will come out. These are not brass. They look to be stainless, which is good, but I would probably replace any stainless with bronze. The nice thing about the stainless is getting them out. Not as likely to strip the head. See, and that one is just spinning and nothing is happening. It's not coming out. Might be better to actually just take the whole deck out first. So with the screws through the outwales, because those are larger slotted screws. The outwale just pop off of there. It will, but you know, over the course of time, paint has gone down in there and it's kind of holding it on. It's coming. Go. Alright, so the rest of it is all nailed on. We're going to have to work my way down, but I'm just going to start with the opposite side here first. So what I tend to do so it doesn't snap is put some pressure on it here, shove a little wedge in there. That helps me work with pulling it off. And then let's just see if we can work our way down here and without damaging too much. I don't like that one. That is going to damage some lumber. Well, that's on there pretty good. Be able to pull some nails. Some nails are kind of popping. So those are copper nails. Interesting. Through here, I can see rows of nails into frames, but I can also see 4 more that are between frames. So that block must be held in there by copper nails. But I'm not even really sure if that is even in there to hold the deck in or just up. I wonder if there's some screws behind the combing. This is a whole bunch of exploration, it is. These are not easily coming out. So now, can we work our way down here and just pull the whale off. This deck is relatively intact, although there is a few minor splits in the planking. So there's 1, 2, 3, 6 pieces of boards makes up the deck. So let's see what happens if I try and get this one out. This side. I mean, I know you can clean the paint and whatever out of the slots, but still, screwdriver heads, in my opinion, tend to slip out of a slotted screw and damage the screw entirely. Much easier than a Robertson. Well, and trying to sort of leverage that off and prying down, I'm just going to drive the base through the planking. I really would like to know why that block is in there and is it holding the deck in. I think once I get the decks out, work my way the outwales, really there isn't much left to disassemble. Well, they're not making this easy. So I don't know if it's been repaired in the past, and when this is sitting on top of the planking, and then it's notched down inside, and if there's glue between the vertical surfaces, that's going to be a problem. I'm not sure how old this boat is, but the top here is cedar. The actual structure underneath is plywood. Okay, now what do we got? There's another support at the very bow here. Bow, stern, whatever. No idea. So now I'm guessing that there's. Let's see if we can try this one off. This one we don't have to worry about kind of damaging because no one can see it. I don't know which way a nail goes, down from the top, up from the bottom, so we're replacing it anyways. Get it out. Okay, deck should come up. There she is. Okay, so I have no idea whose idea that was. Whether that's original or not. But I'm guessing not. That is one. Now I got the other end of there. Now that the deck is out, not in one piece mind you, but it looks like I should be able to start to pry off the outwales. Just drive some wooden wedges in. Kind of releases the nails. Depending on where the nails are. I think we're going to have to take this screw out. Voila, one down. There's a lot of nails sticking out of here. We're gonna have to pull all of those. All right, so the deck at the other end is definitely one piece of lumber, other than looks like they have reinforced for whatever reason with a cheap piece of plywood underneath. But that deck is solid piece of lumber. Well, yeah, there is one. Not even joined in the middle as far as I can see. So that is the deck that we're going to copy for the most part. Didn't have any of these vertical supports in there that we're going to take off anyway. So this deck is not original. This deck is a replacement. Alright, I think this is going to be replaced as well because I'm pretty confident that that is not original. I think we just split it off. That'll be the nail I'm hitting. I have chiseled, I have pried, I have hammered a whole lot of copper nails out, and I'm now at the point where I think I've disassembled everything that I can or should do at this point in time. I've got a pile of nails, I've got a pile of wood chips inside the boat, and we're going to end this video right here. In the next episode I will start to clean up the hull by probably working on the exterior first and see if I can use some heat, some paint strippers, some sandpaper, whatever, to get the hull down clean, and then start to work on the insides. As always, thank you very much for watching. Hey, and do consider giving me a thumbs up and becoming a subscriber to follow the restoration of this Peterborough canoe.